Hello and welcome to the Total Drama Podcast. Today we will be talking about characters we would like to see return for another Total Drama or Ridonculous Race season. I'm Bugga9911, moderator of the Total Drama subreddit. Bo?
I'm Bowman3058, RP host.
Beaky?
I am Beaky, I'm Resident Brit.
JT?
I'm JT, owner of TD Rankdown and also Total Drama Mod.
Alright, so I want to get started off with the first gen cast. So, anyone have someone they would really like to see bring back?
Yeah, I think I'll start off with Eva.
Eva.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked
Eva
about
was one
her.
of those characters. Eva was one of those characters that was very underrated. I know this isn't a discussion of underrated characters, but I feel like she did Joe's job way better than Joe did her job, and would be an excellent addition to a Total Drama cast if she went further and acted more as a villain.
Yeah, if she was the main villain of a season, I could really see like an interesting plot going on with that.
Yeah,
So definitely fun
Yeah,
to watch.
100%.
Plus, we kind of saw her like hunting down the killer bass, so like maybe she goes and like tries to hunt them again in this season as kind of like one of her
Yeah, it's like-
angering things.
It's like a revenge plot. And I think that'd be kind of good to have because we have like so many overused stuff. I don't think like a revenge plot has really been, maybe I'm forgetting, but I don't think a revenge plot has been carried out to that extent.
No, it
Where they
really
spend the
hasn't.
where they spend the entire season, and then I could see her like be like getting taken out by like the last one remaining.
Oh,
as,
that'd
like,
be
a
funny.
third placer. That would be a great plot.
and Eva is the perfect kind of character to have that sort of revenge plot. 'Cause she's just like no other character could do it as well as her.
Yeah, exactly. Like she has like we've seen it. Like there's a vengeance like kind of theme there because she was ready to take down Bridget
Oh yeah, she was
when
gunning.
when she came back from merge, and that was what cost her. I think to an extent.
I don't know why she specifically chose Bridget. That was
Yeah,
like
I don't-
the weird thing.
I
That
don't
one doesn't really make sense.
It was great, like for it, but it was just a little strange.
Like she
You know what's
probably
quite
left with
interesting?
Courtney.
It was probably just to give Bridget more story.
Yeah,
That's true. She didn't really.
Because Bridget is one of those characters that didn't really do much.
Oof. Too true.
But yeah, I think that's about all we need to discuss about Eva as a return. Anyone else they'd like to suggest?
Tyler.
I was
yeah.
going to say that too.
Yep.
Like literally next pick. Tyler was one of those characters that wasn't on screen much, but every second he was on screen, he was good. Like
Yeah,
he's very solid. Just great addition.
I think he's like one of the best comic relief characters, and he did a really good job of like bringing good humor.
Without
I think-
taking away too much from other characters, like
Yeah,
there's
Like,
a lot of characters who they need like all the screen time they can get to kind of like get the joke across. With him, he didn't really need that much time.
Yeah, exactly. I think one thing that's also good to know about him is while I think he's just as funny as some other comic relief characters, like I don't know, take Owen for instance. Owen's been used so much, and
Yeah,
Tyler has barely been used.
yeah. He's only gotten like a few episodes in TDI and then a couple in World Tour, and that's about it.
Meanwhile, we've had Owen go endgame 2 times and then go about halfway the 3rd time.
yeah.
Oof. And then back in Ridonculous Race.
And with several cameo appearances.
You just can't get enough of that Owen.
Very overused, but I get why they overused him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep.
I think that's it for Tyler. Very obvious choice for a returnee. Anyone else?
Izzy.
Oh, definitely Izzy.
Yeah.
Izzy's one of those
Yeah.
characters that I feel like I like saying that characters shouldn't be used too much, but I feel like Izzy's one of those characters that can never really be overused.
It's just so
Like,
funny.
She's always amazing.
She gets the good deliveries across.
It's like
She's also just such a malleable character. Like she can sort of conform to any sort of story.
like
yeah.
when
like,
she
she-
became
she-
smart, like that was amazing.
Yeah, like
What she is being
she's
used for.
easy to write season arcs for.
It's like she's like the unpredictable, the variable in the season.
Like anything will happen, and it'll still make sense for the overall theme.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's about it for Izzy. Is there anyone else from the original generation?
Justin.
DJ.
Oh. All right. Which one first?
Justin.
Let's do Justin first.
Okay. Justin.
Um,
Okay. So he kind of showed like a little bit of potential in TDA for being a villain, which I really liked. I'm kind of sad that didn't get used. I feel like it could be used if they give him another season to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he was one of those characters that had a lot of potential and just didn't have enough fan love compared to other characters. Kind of a similar story with Eva, really, where she just sort of got overshadowed by other characters and therefore didn't get used.
Yeah.
Definitely, he was like main villain, and then the moment Courtney came in, everyone forgot he was actually a villain until he went out.
Aww. Too true. I hated that. That was so sad.
Yeah.
Alright, DJ. DJ was great.
Yeah, I think he's another one of those people who doesn't really take away time from other people, but still kind of gets their like. He still gets his points across, where he still is able to be used to the fullest of his potential, without needing.
No, you finished. Yeah, you finished.
No, I'm done.
Okay, well, I feel like DJ, just something I've sort of realized now, is Bridget was kind of a useless character when you realized DJ was a thing, because Bridget was basically just a really weak version of DJ's character with the whole animal loving thing. And the fact that DJ had quite a close relationship with Jeff.
Oh gosh.
Bridget was kind of useless.
DJ is Bridget game theory.
Basically. But it's one of those things that I like. The more I speak about it, the more like I don't see any reason to bring back Bridget ever if you've got DJ, because it's just he's a stronger character than her and doesn't have to be tied down to the couple thing or that really weird cheating storyline in World Tour.
Oh yeah, that was just what the heck.
Yeah, that was.
Don't get me wrong. It led to one of the best songs, but it was also just really weird considering Bridget was like one of the most loyal people before then.
It's like, oh hey, I just kissed a guy. Please.
But yeah, I definitely agree that DJ is someone who deserves to return. Anyone else from the original, I can't think of the word. Original generation.
Lashana. Oh.
Yeah.
Lashana's interesting in that I feel like she was such an important part of the first 3 seasons, but nobody remembers her.
She didn't.
Yeah. Out of like all
the
major characters, it's not really like there's no real memories I have besides like the first elimination, which was bogus.
Yeah.
She only really gets far in TDI, so then she's just kind of there in the other 2 seasons.
Lashana's one of those people who has some good moments, basically just involved, but her moments are all about revenge on Heather, basically.
Basically.
And that's all of her important moments in the series.
And then
but I feel like she, her relationship with Harold, which was completely weird and out of nowhere, and completely nonsensical considering they had like nothing in common.
That's the point.
Yeah, I know that's the point, but it's also like I feel like it should have had something at least to ground it in reality, other than just, hey, these 2 characters don't have relationships. Let's just put them into
them
one.
Have relationships.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of like Owen and Izzy, except their relationship actually made somewhat more sense.
Which wasn't much. It was very like strange, but at least like there was a rationale behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, was it ever actually hinted they were in a relationship before the letter episode?
They never were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just Harold sending letters, and then they found out that it was Harold in that episode.
Which is another plot. No, literally, I think the only reason they added that plot was just to give Bridget more screen time, so they had somewhat.
This is the most Bridget discussion there's been ever.
Yeah, because she like the more I talk about it, the more I realize, wow, she was just so useless.
What did Bridget do? Bridget didn't eat dolphin.
Yeah, that was her big episode.
What the heck?
What's more known, Bridget or the pole she kissed?
Oof. Pole is my favorite character. I'm not gonna lie.
Pole.
Bring back the whole.
But yeah, we're getting sidetracked. Is there any other people from the original generation that you feel like would make good returnees?
What about Trent?
I feel like no, just because while I do have my opinion on TDA Trent not sucking, I feel like his story is best left where it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and it'd be
kinda
very
finished.
awkward to write more for him. I do have one more person that I'd like to suggest is Sierra.
Ew.
I feel like All Stars sucked. We all know that.
Yeah.
But I feel like she could have definitely done more if her All Stars presentation was better, for instance, or just she generally got a new season.
Yeah.
Like if she was better written, it would have been better off.
Because she was like an amazing addition to World Tour, one of the best characters in World Tour. And I feel like they could definitely write more for her.
Agreed.
Possibly.
Like, give her a proper season about Cody, or maybe Cody gets eliminated early.
Yeah, exactly.
Total drama Cody. Cody. My
But yeah,
favorite
that's
season.
all I have to say about the first generation.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, then moving on to the second generation, otherwise known as Mike.
Mike! The best generation?
So how many people, with a show of hands, want to see Mike again?
Me.
No.
No, I don't think anyone wants to see
Hey,
Mike
he
again.
doesn't have the multiple personalities anymore, so now he doesn't
Which
have a
was
character.
literally-
That was
His entire character. We basically witnessed a character death.
We watched Total Drama Mike, where all his personalities compete against each other.
Yes! I actually want to see that.
Here's the thing, that's actually a good idea, so they won't do it.
It's actually hilarious. I
A
want
mini webcomic.
somebody make that, please. Oh, that
But
would
yeah,
be
is
good.
there anyone we actually want to see again from the second generation? I can think of one, being
That was one
Scott.
that's quite
Scott?
unpopular.
Yeah, Scott
Yeah,
is great.
I'd like to see him back.
But other than that, I can't really think of anyone.
Um,
Like Dawn and Brick and Maria.
Oh,
Those three are like they could go either way. They could suck or they could be good.
I don't
But
want-
they
I
really
don't
would
want-
depend on the other cast.
I'll
I-
agree with Anne Maria.
ooh.
I'd pass on Brick because I feel like his story is way too good, and I feel like him coming back kind of ruins it.
They try
Like,
to become some weird villain kind of.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of him coming back because I feel like his arc gets messed up.
That's true.
Guys,
I feel like Anne Maria could be added if you didn't add Lashana or Eva though. Like she could fill that role quite well.
let's bring back Zoe without Mike.
What?
Is
That's possible.
But
that
we've already
possible?
had. Here's the thing: we've already had mute characters though. Without Mike there, she'd have nothing to say.
She'd be like sitting in a corner crying the whole episode.
Basically,
30%
Yeah,
of
pretty
the
much.
lines were just her screaming Mike.
Actually, there was she never said Mike a single time in the second episode of Revenge.
Wait, what?
Did you really do the count on this?
I'm sorry,
I'm
but-
working on it. I have there's
Oh, man.
3 in the first episode and 0 in the second episode. I'm gonna do more later.
but yeah, does anyone think there's anyone else from the second generation that deserve to get another shot?
I mean, I'd kind of like to see Lightning back because I feel like he at least brings something.
Here's the thing:
where
I feel
does
like
Lightning
Lightning.
come from?
I feel like
Trees.
Lightning was the only person who didn't suck in All Stars, or one of the very few people who
Yeah.
didn't suck in All Stars.
He was he went way too early, but he was actually like pretty good considering the circumstances.
I should love to see Sha Lightning back.
That'd be great. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I feel like is that it for Generation 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then it's time to move on to Generation 3, otherwise known as
Pacatao.
Pacatao Island.
Ugh.
Tail. Oh
My
man.
favorite.
Ooh.
So Pacatao Island's interesting in that the characters were. I don't think the characters were badly written, but I feel like they were very much written for their one story. So Amy and Sammy, for instance, they couldn't really do much if they brought them back because their story was already resolved.
Yep.
Same with Sean and Jasmine. Like, same with Sky and Dave. I feel like Sugar could return as a villain, but even then, I wouldn't really want her to be a villain over people like Justin and Eva.
I mean, there's a few gems. Like, what if we brought back Ella?
Like, Ella's one of those people who could do good, kind of like an Anne Maria situation, where I feel like if she did return, yeah, she could be good, but she could also suck.
Or maybe Scarlet without having a blow-up episode.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Scarlett's entire character was building up to that one episode. Same with Max, to be honest, and that was it. They were well written for their season, but they would just suck as returnees.
What if we did Dave?
Like, Dave is one
Dave
I could
without
consider.
Sky.
Dave is one I could consider just as a sort of comic relief, crazy character sort of thing.
Yeah.
But even then, it's more like there's so many people who could fulfill that role.
Guys, let's bring back Rodney.
Are we bringing back Rodney and doing TD Bachelor?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I feel like this is the only cast where there's no one I would say, oh, I definitely want to see them again.
It's like
Yeah.
if you needed someone from the cast, you can look through, but if you were just picking your top 15 or so favorites, you probably only grab like one at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to say about Gen 3?
Not really.
I mean-
I don't think that anyone.
It's not really much.
I guess you could try separating Sammy from Amy, but
Here's the thing, though. Her entire character was built around her sibling rivalry, and even after Amy got eliminated, we saw that her existence still revolved around her sister because she had to pretend to be her sister. Her entire character was built around her sister, so without her sister, she wouldn't have a character, really. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it worked very well for Pacateo. It's just it wouldn't work well for a returnee.
yeah. I suppose. Okay. So Ridonculous Race?
Yep, Ridonculous Race.
Yep.
This is a big cast of a lot of good people. So,
Lots.
so yeah. Who wants to go first with people who to return?
Alright, cadets.
Cadets were great, and I would particularly like to see Sanders. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Sanders return without MacArthur in some sort of like total drama season potentially, because
Yeah.
her level-headedness could sort of fulfill a Gwen-like or Bridget-like role, even though Bridget sucked.
Yeah, she could have a
Like,
good
that was in
strategy.
Yeah, exactly. She seems like someone who's level-headed enough, but still strong enough to be quite a good competitor and quite interesting to watch. Kind of like Sky, I think, or Gwen.
Definitely. She has
Yeah.
like that cool level-headedness to be a narrator.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah.
Who next? Let's go with
Emma.
Emma.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think both the sisters were
Both of them
such
would be
solid personalities.
Yeah.
I would love
Like
to see
they're
both of
so
them.
good.
Like Kitty was a good teen girl that wasn't like overly teen girl stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, that
Like
was
I
really
think I
nice.
feel like both of them were just like I know a lot of people hate the word, but very relatable. As far as
Yeah.
total drama goes, usually they're very exaggerated caricatures, but I feel like Kitty and Emma were both toned down enough that people could find them very relatable.
Yeah. Yeah, I really
yeah,
like
I
the
think-
sisters.
Yeah, both of them or either of them could return and fit in. I think another important thing about them is they could fit into basically any story decently.
True.
Like you
yeah.
can add them in, and you'd be great with them.
Alright. Hmm.
I have another one. Rockers, particularly Rock,
Rockers.
but
Yeah.
both of them.
Let's go, Rock.
It would be a little like I don't want to say difficult, but I think it would just be a very like big shift because so much of what his character was built on was like him being in control. So I guess it would be kind of cool to see him in like an underdog position where
Yeah.
he has to like kind of like work on everything.
I feel like if he was in a proper total drama season with a lot of characters, he'd also take the sort of role of the DJ or the Jeff, where he sort of took a bit more of a background role, but still supported the other male cast members.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
What about the Step Brothers?
Step Brothers, I feel like I'd only want to see them again if they were together, because I feel like they just aren't strong enough on their own.
Definitely. It's like they're
But I could see them again.
together. They're great characters, but separated, they don't really have much to hold on to.
Yeah.
True. They're kind of like a good comic relief pair.
Yeah.
All right. How about Ryan?
Ryan, I'd love to see again.
Yes.
Way more than Stephanie, to be honest.
Definitely, yeah. Stephanie was just like anger management 101.
I don't think Stephanie was bad by any means. It's just I feel like there's just so many other total drama characters that could do the exact same thing she could do in a season.
Yeah.
Anything she can do, they can do better.
Anything
Basically,
they
yeah.
can
As far as other individuals go, I think Taylor is worth a mention.
Taylor. Yeah, Taylor.
That'll be fun.
Like, I'm trying to think of what kind of plots they could have for her.
I think definitely a villainous sort of. There's been loads of Survivor contestants that have sort of Taylor-esque personalities, especially one called Baylor, which is probably what Taylor was based off of.
No, there's no way.
Just a hunch, random theory.
That's crazy. Get out. You are banned from my server,
Your Christian server.
my Christian Minecraft server.
But yeah,
it'll be fun
any
to-
other? Is there any other cast members? I'm just trying to think. There's Carrie and Devon, who were good for the Ridonculous Race, but they wouldn't really hold up
No,
for
I
returning. I don't think.
They'd just be like one and Trent 2.0 without having it be as fun.
Yeah, no.
It would be. I would take even more time away for something. For doing challenges, work a little because
Technical
because they had to
difficulty.
JT cutting out.
My
JT,
stuff
stop
had
talking.
kind of at least.
Stop talking, JT. Alright, JT, talk again.
Is it working?
Okay, you're good
Yeah,
now,
good now.
JT.
Alright. I think like for like the RR format at least worked because they were doing a race, so they could at least like kind of have all these difficulties going on. But for the regular like TD stuff, I don't think it would work as well in that format.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely see that.
I feel like while it would also be quite weird, one other character I could see returning would be Junior, even though I know he wouldn't
Junior.
fit for that age demographic. His sort of very mildly Noah-esque personality
How old was Junior?
work out well. I think he was. I don't know actually. Was he 12?
I'm gonna look it up.
Something like that. He's. Oh wait, no, I think he's like 13.
I think he was
Something
like
like that.
13 or something.
13, I think.
She's talking about being a teenager. At some
So
point.
it wouldn't be too out of the question for him to be in a season.
I think you had to be like 16 though for total drama or something. It was
Probably.
Well,
But I'm saying it's one of those things that it wouldn't be like completely out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Especially with like things like Dakota Zoid happening in total drama on a regular basis.
Christine Thompson reveals Ridonculous Race contestant ages. Let's look at this. Junior
I
was
feel
13.
like most of them are ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's amazing how many total drama aged characters there are, but I get why they have them that age.
Ryan was 22. Holy cow.
Was he?
Yeah.
I need to look this up. 'Cause I don't
I'll
think
post
I've
the
ever-
link. In the
But yeah,
chat.
some of the characters are weird. It was also confirmed that like the goths had been goth for like since they were 14 or something. But yeah. Any other Ridonculous Race members that you think deserve a second shot?
Lori.
Yeah,
I would
I'd like to
honestly
see that.
like to see Laurie. Laurie would be good as a I wouldn't say Courtney-esque, but something similar to Courtney's moment in TDI where she completely snaps.
Yeah.
Those kinds of characters are always fun to have in total drama seasons.
Like she's kind of just like transitioning. Like she's a vegan, so she's trying to deal with all the meat problems now that she's facing.
Yeah. I feel like there's only one other team I would consider rejoining, and even then I know they wouldn't have a huge impact. It's more just you need some softer personalities to act as straight men in a crazy cast, and that could be Tom and Jen.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I think they did their job well as like being like semi-early boots.
Yeah. I feel like they're one of those things that while they don't do anything in particular very special, they just be a very good pair to round out a cast.
Yeah.
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 I feel like they kind of be like a Topher kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, Topher was great.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to see Topher again. I completely forgot he existed. But yeah, Topher was great.
Topher was pretty good. Let's bring back the tennis rivals for Total Drama.
Let's not.
Yeah, I think they fulfilled their role.
I kind of like them. That'd be pretty fun.
They were fun for like 2 episodes, but I don't think I could have standed a whole season of them.
Come on, let's go, winners. Winners.
But yeah, is there any other Ridonculous Race characters you think deserve a second shot?
I don't know, maybe Brody, but like, who knows?
Yeah, I can see that. But it's one of those things again that's just like he'd be one of the supporting cast, really, not really main.
Yeah. Basically, just being kind of fulfilling the same role as Jeff would kind of fill in his early seasons.
I mean, I'd still love it, and I think that anyone who has listened to work before kind of understands that. But
yeah.
I think because I mean, he is probably in my top 5 for who knows what reason. But I just think he'd be just as good, if not better, in the TD format. I'd love to see him there. I don't think we will, but
yeah.
Basically, yeah, he's one of those things that I don't, again, like Tom, Jen, Rock, all of those characters. They're not like anything special in particular, but they're just all nice characters that would round out a cast and be early to mid boots.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I don't have any other characters. Does anyone?
Neither do I.
I'm set.
Or maybe Jack, really.
yeah, I think him being separate would be better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Jose wouldn't work well in total drama format. But that's a discussion for another episode.
I think Jack would work pretty well. Like, just seeing him kind of try out his own strategies and stuff, and not being like kind of held to Josie.
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 Josie is not. Sure, Josie.
Josie. Josie.
Joe X Zoe.
Josie. Joe X Zoe. Come on.
But yeah, I feel like that's all we have for this episode.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in next time where we talk about Total Drama and the Ridonculous Race and their comparisons. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Peace out.